Hello, hi, good evening. Yeah, this evening, coming 6 o'clock. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, it has been about a couple of days. I think I did my last stream on Sunday, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Yes, it's now Friday, so we have like uh, yeah, it seems like the trend is going to be like probably I'll have maybe one or two streams per week. Yeah, due to the nature of how things has actually developed over time. Not that I've actually reduced my number of traveling in terms of commuting and stuff like that, but it's actually more of like I'm actually stuck in a location for a longer period of time, and then when I need to go to the next destination, I'm actually like more or less like behind time. I mean, I'm actually in a rush, so yeah, it's not so pleasant for me to do a live stream when I'm really rushing, and then it's like yeah, because yeah, in order for me to really multitask, I think it is better if we can actually have some time, like for example for now, because right now I'm actually going to another appointment in which I still have a good gap in between. So yeah, so that's why I've decided to do the stream now today, right? In fact, I actually just updated my Discord about having the live stream at 6 p.m. So in fact, I can actually do it earlier. I came down from Tuas, but I think I'm having some reception issue, so I couldn't exactly go live. So I changed the timing to 6, and then yeah, just matter around with some of the settings here and there, and then yeah, finally it's actually um, is working again. So yeah, hopefully it stays as it is. So yeah, I think evening stream will be much better because afternoon stream or whatsoever is going to be a pretty hot day, and then my phone gets heated up, and then it actually affects the quality of the stream as well as I might get cut off, yeah, while doing the stream itself. So yeah, for information, I'm actually still using the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yeah. So yeah, it is as it is. So okay, tell you what, why don't we just run through our usual stuff? So yep, you can actually communicate with me in two ways in this live stream. One is using the chat function itself, where you can actually type in your questions, your comments, your opinions, and anything. Yeah, so just type in the chat box itself. I will look through them, and then we'll come back to you during the live stream to answer your questions and yeah, stuff like that. And also, yeah, if let's say you like to talk to me live on air itself, you can actually use the Discord function. So I've got my Discord link as attached on my Twitch profile, so you can actually click on it. So if let's say you've got a Discord account, what you can do is you can just click on the link. It's just an invitation link to my server itself. So once you join in, you can actually look for this on air live. Yeah, you wouldn't miss it. It's a red button itself that says on air and then live, right? So once you click on it, you'll be prompted to, I think, turn on the microphone and then join the voice channel. And then once you click on them, you will be able to talk to me live. Yes. The only thing is, it's a little lag. There's a slight lag. There's about, say, a second or two. Yeah, in which if you listen to yourself on Discord versus on the live stream itself on Twitch, there is a certain lag, but no worries. It's doable. It's pretty doable. We have done it previously. The only thing is that probably you will need to speak up a little more for the live stream so that the Twitch can actually capture your voice. Yes, that's the most crucial part. Apart from that, so far so good, right? So these are the two ways in which you can actually interact with me on this live stream itself. If you're watching this live stream as a recorded stream, recorded video on both either Twitch or YouTube, yeah, you can feel free to drop me any comments and stuff like this, I will still come back to you and reply to you. The only thing is that for Twitch it's only up to 7 days, so you can still see my last video, which is probably on Sunday. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, it's on Sunday. Is it on Sunday? You see, right now I can't exactly remember which day I did the live stream. Or is it on Monday itself? Yeah, I can't exactly remember. But anyway, it's up to 7 days, and if let's say you want to watch my older streams, recorded streams, you can actually head over to YouTube itself, where I have all my, not say all, I have got my previous recorded live stream uploaded onto YouTube. Only from 1st of May this year onwards. Actually, this live stream has been around for a little longer than 1st of May itself. So previously, um, yeah, because Twitch is only allow us to actually, it was up to 2 weeks previously, so it's 14 days, so it's not so bad. But there are also new viewers coming along, and then they couldn't quite catch where we are going. So every time on the live stream itself, I have to kind of like repeat certain things. So yeah, and yeah, due to all these feedbacks and stuff, and then there are actually viewers who suggested that maybe you can actually just set up a YouTube channel and then just download the live stream, the recorded stream itself, and then just post it up on YouTube. So yep, that has been done. Right. So yeah, and actually go to the YouTube channel. The link is actually attached on my Twitch profile as well. Now, the third thing is, yeah, if let's say you like to write to me, to probably private message me for a chat and some things like this, yeah, you're welcome to do so. You can actually find my other Twitch and not Twitch, what am I talking about? My other social media platform handle on the Twitch profile itself. I think I've got my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Yeah, correct. So yeah, if you have went in to have a look, my Instagram hasn't been updated since May itself because yeah, it's totally ever since then it's actually quite busy. So yeah, and just congratulations to myself. I've actually get stuck in heavy traffic. So yeah, I think we can have more time to interact. Right. So yeah, coming back. So I've got my Instagram. So Instagram, you can actually, for my Instagram, I actually post mostly on photos, scenery photos and stuff like that. But I realized I didn't actually go to a lot of places nowadays, so that has been halted for a while. So maybe I should change to another subject, like maybe macro photography or whichever thing, that I can actually continue to take photos and upload them, or I don't know. So we'll see how it goes on from there. And yeah, so that's one. Twitter itself, because I actually not very active in Twitter itself. And if let's say if you're in Singapore or in Southeast Asia, you realize that the Twitter take up rate is not as high as Facebook. So yeah, I didn't really want to attach Facebook itself because I'm actually shying away from it because yeah, that's irony because I'm actually doing social media stuff and that actually uses Facebook quite a lot, to be honest. But personally, I don't exactly feel how should I put it? The content that has been actually pushed are actually pretty relevant. There's also been a lot of ads. I understand where it's coming from because it's a business point of view. Yeah, so that's why all these ads revenues are very, very important. I'm also running a business myself, and I also know where it's coming from. But yeah, the thing is that I think it's actually quite overwhelming in terms of the number of ads that's actually being pushed, and also suggested so-called recommendations and the suggested posts and stuff like that. They are actually too overwhelming. Yeah, So, and the worst thing is actually it's probably coming over to Instagram as well. So that's the sad part of it. So I don't know, but probably that's the way it is. So it has got to be in that format. So probably I just want to switch over to slightly different platform. So if you notice, my Twitter is not exactly very active. I actually wanted to do some things about it, but yeah, I haven't really got the time. In actual fact, I'm not really a public figure, so I don't really have a lot of things to post. Like, yeah, I don't really have a fan base. Yeah, so yeah. So for those who just joined in and then I'm not too sure about this channel, yeah, this is just an accidental channel. It's actually not meant for anything. It's more or less like for interactions for entertainment purposes. That's about it. So yeah, and yeah, that's. I also TikTok itself. I actually have got this TikTok itself. I think previously I actually focused on a lot of the things like background music and stuff. That those in which I find quite rare find. Then I'll try to put it up and just put something and then just try to kind of like create some content out of it. But yeah, as time goes along, I think if you notice the recent posts that I'm doing is actually more of like revisiting certain movies and then with the soundtracks and stuff, and then just do it as like a kind of like a director cut where we just I think and I feel certain part that's actually quite um, meaningful. Just actually try to mesh it in. Good thing about TikTok is that I think for less than a minute, if let's say you're doing any soundtrack, whichever thing is still kind of like doable. So yeah, all thanks to that, and then yeah, I try to do some of this director cut, and yeah, anyway, it's just meant for entertainment purpose. So um, yeah, I believe if you watch certain movies and then there's certain parts, certain segment itself that is actually more so-called engaging to you, it actually maybe invoke a certain sense in you or stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what I did. So that's for TikTok itself. And yeah, coming back to Twitch, this live stream itself, I don't know because even right now there isn't much live viewers viewing as compared to when it kind of like first started. So mm, yeah, there are thoughts about maybe discontinuing this Twitch mobile live stream, and but then again, there are not many people watching the live stream per se, but the recorded stream itself, I do have people who watch. I'm not too sure whether they watch the entire full stream or they just watch a segment of it. But yeah, the responses from you guys actually is I don't know, it's actually very heartwarming. It's actually very supportive. So thank you for all your um, messages. Yeah. So um, yeah, I don't really know what to say, but as much as I have time, like today, if let's say I have any so-called spare time and stuff like that, I can actually just do the live stream itself. But of course, the downside is I don't have really a proper schedule. Like I don't really do like maybe every um weekday like between this time to this time. So it's quite difficult to get viewers, except random viewers, or maybe that particular viewer is also available at the same time. Then we will manage to catch up and stuff like that. So yep. So that is more or less about it. And of course, if you have been following this live stream, we used to have this topic. I shouldn't say used to have, but it's actually still ongoing. But as time goes along, it actually kind of like defeated its purpose because yeah, initially when I just first started, it's actually more of like how should I put it? It is to prevent, because I'm actually doing kind of like daily live stream, because back then where things are still not so packed at the time, I can still afford, like, just make one of the drive every day to become the live stream, mobile live stream kind of thing. So as time goes along, things get cluttered, and couldn't really exactly find a time to really do it. So my sincere apologies on that. So yeah, so at the moment it's going to be, looks like it's going to be like once a week, or maybe twice a week if I can. Or if let's say I really can do, I will definitely do more. But when it comes to content itself, you notice I don't really have a lot of preparation work, because this is kind of like a very spontaneous kind of live stream, where we can just, anybody can just pop in and then just ask anything, and then we just try to create a discussion topic out of it. Yeah. Speaking of which, I think I've forgotten to turn on the dashboard itself, so let me just quickly do it to see if, let's say, I've missed out anyone who leave any messages in the chat box itself. Apparently there isn't. Right. So, uh, well, what I can say is, if let's say if there isn't much of live engagement itself, I would probably have to think of certain topics to actually go on and then to talk about it. So again, same thing with the Discord itself. What we used to have is a topic of the week itself, where Monday we will actually have set a topic, then we try to talk as much as possible along the week itself. And then on Sunday, when we do the live stream, we will kind of like conclude that topic for that week, and we move on by the following Monday with another topic. But as for now, since I'm not able to do kind of like a daily stream, so it has gone to a kind of like once or twice a week. So I think that segment itself might be quite redundant. I don't know. So maybe we can actually change it to after live stream topics that's taken from the live stream, and then to actually further continue from there. I don't know. It's just an idea. It's just a thought. So it can be done that way, or we can actually do some other ways as well. So not necessarily that. Yeah. So you'll see how it unfolds from there. But yeah, if let's say you guys have any good suggestions, just feel free to write to me as well. Need not necessarily be on the comments itself. If let's say you're kind of like shy, yeah, I do have a lot of viewers who just private message me on my social media handle as well. But yes, most importantly, if let's say you like to write to me on my social media handle, be it Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter itself, yeah, please do indicate that you actually get to know me via my live stream, so that I actually know how to reply you from there. Because yeah, there has been quite a few messages itself coming in. I'm not too sure if you guys also encounter it, but it's kind of like those self spam or scam kind of thing. So yeah, so in order for us to have a more genuine interaction and stuff like that, just indicate that you actually know me via the Twitch live stream, and then we can actually proceed to have a chat, right? So yeah, so that's probably what is going to happen moving on. So yeah, in fact, I think there are lot of viewers who are very, like I mentioned earlier, they are very supportive and stuff like that. And there's also viewers in which I think after some prolonged messaging here and there has kind of like become a friend kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm pretty open to that. So let's see how it goes. Right. So yeah, about this channel, yeah, I think on Monday, Sunday, on the previous live stream, I actually like mentioned that it seems like it's going to be like the end of the stream itself. Yeah, I think the vibes and how everything looks at the moment it seems like it's going to be like on a dying trend itself. But yeah, like what I said, if let's say most probably we're gonna do once a week, we will do once a week and stuff like that. And then if let's say by once a week, if we still don't exactly have a lot of things itself, then probably I will can the entire Twitch so-called live stream thing, and then probably moving on to something else. I don't know. Um, might be interested to try on TikTok itself, but in terms of TikTok, you will probably need a minimum of 1,000 followers, in which I don't exactly have, in which I think it's actually quite difficult for people like myself who are doing a lot of back end stuff. We don't really have a lot of how should I put it? Yeah, maybe we belongs to more kind of boring kind of people, and yeah, so that's why we don't really have a lot of interaction base itself. So that's how I can actually put it. And most of the time we are doing it not in front of the camera. I'm actually doing more of like behind the camera and things like this. So it's more of a back end side. So yeah, something like this is actually quite different. Maybe I should lower down the volume of my, yeah, just in case I got any copyright strikes. Okay, so back to where we are. So yeah, so today seems to be like another kind of like demoralizing kind of live stream where yeah, we don't know where we are going to head to, but as much as for Twitch itself, this is probably the mobile live stream format, and unless we do have another kind of thing to change, and then we will probably change that. But of course, I think this mobile live stream initially when it just started, it's more. I think it also started at a kind of like a wrong timing where we have got COVID and stuff like that, so we can't exactly have got um, guests coming along, riding along, and then yeah, to participate in the live stream. Yeah, so it's a pity. And also we don't exactly have a lot of live viewers as kind of like a virtual passenger itself. So it's a kind of like a double whammy. But then again, without this live stream, without doing this live stream, then I wouldn't have met quite a few of you as um, the so-called the loyal viewers who are actually giving me the encouragement along the way. So yeah, so mm, yeah, so give and take, and we'll see how it goes. Right. So yeah, actually, I'm right now on a Friday evening cutting across the central business district. Yeah, if you are familiar with. So right now, I'm actually just right in front of Raffles Place MRT station. And yeah, during the COVID period, when I do the live stream, there's literally no one, nothing much because everybody works from home. Right now, it seems like it's not actually back to normal yet. I don't really feel that we are actually back to the days where we are before COVID-19 because the traffic condition is going to be much worse on a Friday evening normally. So this is actually consider not as bad, right? So yeah, and yeah, I think we do have a topic itself about COVID-19. Yeah, maybe I should just put it up and then just put onto the Discord server itself under the text channel about the opinions. Yeah, maybe I should do that. And I don't think I want to set a timeline for topic for the week itself because literally this it's not about this week or next week and stuff. It's actually more of like ongoing thing. So as time goes along with new topics, we'll just add in. and we just do it that way instead of like limiting to one topic for 1 week and stuff like this. Right, so good. We are now about 25 minutes into the stream. Um, I think to me it's like more or less it. I don't exactly want to have an ultra long stream where I'm actually boring a lot of you. Right. So yeah, as of I'm actually heading to East Coast Park right now. It seems like it's going to rain, but I'm going to be there for a few moments before I head over to another location. So that's my so-called the things I need to do by this evening. Right. So yeah, I think back 2 weeks ago we are still talking about Formula One, and right now, yep, some of the crash fans are still here. This is actually part of the track itself. Obviously, I think the lightings are already. Oh, some of them are still there. Probably some of the wirings are removed, and over a period of time, they'll remove the crash fans and to take down everything. Right. Actually, we are like 1 week after the Formula One already, and seems like things are moving slower, or are they going to permanent? I don't think the crash fans will be permanent. Not too sure about the lighting as well. Yeah, probably they'll takes time, and I also understand that manpower shortage is an issue right now for most of the industries. So yeah, probably that explains that. Yeah. Okay. Right. So now using the traffic light itself. No, there isn't anyone online. I think there are people who just come in and then have a look and then find that probably this channel is actually pretty boring. So yeah, they left. So if you are watching this live stream and you would like to say hi, just feel free to say so. At least I know that there are people still watching. Otherwise, yeah, it's okay. I can still continue to go on and on and on, right? But yep. So I think that will be that will be it for today itself. In fact, nothing much. No, not much of a content. Um, yeah, there are people asking me I what I do. So basically, I wear multiple hats itself. I'm doing social media. I'm doing kind of like social media marketing, campaign management. Yeah, I also matter into production itself, doing shoots and stuff. And also, I'm also a Singapore licensed real estate agent, salesperson for that matter. And if you are looking to, this is going to be a advertising kind of airtime. So if you are looking to transact any real estate, any properties and stuff in Singapore, buying, selling, renting, or whatsoever, or even management, just feel free to contact me. Right. Yeah, I think that's the good thing about having your own channel. You can actually do your own promotion. But of course, that is not the intent of this channel. So yeah, great. Okay. Uh, yeah, I just run another say a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and then probably I'll call it a day. Yeah. So if not, then it's going to be really, really lengthy and boring. Right. Yes, heavy traffic expected, but it's not as heavy as it used to be. So at least we can still move. It's not a totally um, stop and go kind of situation. Right. anything else to say? Yeah, I think last. Oh yes, correct. I just recall something. Uh, I think during my live stream, my previous live stream, I actually talk about topics that we are going to discuss and stuff, and then also provide some like kind of like statistics of not exactly statistics, but it's actually more of like whatever topics that I've gone through in the past, and then which are the topics in that is actually more well received and kind of like with more engagement and stuff like that. Uh, but of course, all the engagement are actually through private messaging to myself and stuff like that. So, but then the thing is that as of response kind of view, yeah, I did mention that relationship kind of questions and discussions are very, very, very popular. So I don't know because right, just for information, I'm single. I am not exactly looking, so you can count me out. We can just be friends and stuff like that, but I enjoy my single lifestyle. And yeah, I'm not exactly very young. I'm not very old either. Yeah, it's a double digit starting with four. Yeah, so to me at this stage, I don't think I would want to establish anything, and yeah, so I would rather be single. hmm So yes, so a lot of topics that comes in that actually people do share about their problems and stuff like that. And then I also did mention that during the previous live stream that most of the time you ask singles about all these type of things, and they will give you a different kind of view and approach to certain things. And it seems like it actually strike a chord because I don't know, there are new viewers. Well, not exactly a lot more, but probably I have another two new viewers who actually chimed in, and then yeah. So I think the previous round I did share about if I'm not wrong, I refer to like you've got this party A and party B, they're in love and stuff like that, and they're mutually together for each other, and they go through all the thick and thin and stuff like that. And then there's also party A and party B. It's a one-sided affair. So the person who keeps giving, okay, that's actually my car telling me to stay on lane. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. Talking about back to the relationship, it's actually more of like a one-sided thing, and then the party that gives, they keep giving, and then if the other party is kind of like a one-sided thing, and then not exactly paying attention back to the giving end. And as time goes along, the giving end gets tired, exhausted. So we're probably no longer in the relationship and stuff like that. And then that's where the other party gets, how should I put it, regretted and stuff like that, and then try to move back and stuff. And then I did mention that once the party actually shy away from the relationship, the one that's actually giving and giving, once that feeling is over, it is kind of like it's over. So I think it strikes a chord, and then there are quite a few good discussion ongoing. So yeah, I think at the end of the whole thing, I did mention that treasure whoever or whatever you have, you never know what you might have missed out and stuff like that, right? So yeah, so that is actually it just came out of that moment, out of that time, but it seems like there are quite some good resonating thoughts from there as well. So yeah, I mean, in fact, there are definitely more than just these two examples. There are more, like there's A and B, B and C, and then C and A. Yeah. So in fact, there are a lot of permutations and a lot of possibilities and stuff like that. So yep. So that's our relationship, and it just yeah, it just goes on. And especially if let's say you are involved, it's very difficult for you to rationalize a lot of things. But if let's say a third party, you can actually advise. But if this third party were to be exactly in the same situation, he will not be able to advise himself because you are involved. That's the thing. You can't really give a very good, um, I wouldn't say judgment, but a good so-called analysis of the whole entire situation, and then be logical enough to actually do the so-called the logical thing. Yeah. So that's why I think any relationship is kind of like a very illogical kind of process where parties will actually do things that's way and beyond, and yeah. So it also boils down to how serious the person takes relationship into consideration. If let's say it's I don't know, it's like a playboy or whatever thing, of course you can't catch hold of him or her. Yeah, I'm not going to just to discriminate with just one gender. Yeah, so in fact it actually happens to everyone all across. So yeah, so what matters most is having stability. What I feel after I have understand so much from all the other experiences and stuff like that, it's more or less like in order for something to go long and deep, the mutual trust is very important. That's one, and also the sense of maturity and settle down, the kind of things, and not looking anymore. Of course, temptations and stuff like that, they always occur, and then where things turn sour, goes downhill is when maybe um, one of the party decided to start to look for something that's actually different and fresh. And the thing is, once that action has taken place, it will kind of like destroy the whatever that's existing, the existing, yeah. Ah, so that is actually something in which will spoil the relationships and stuff like that. So uh, yeah, I think the maturity and the mutual trust is actually very, very important in any relationship. So I think that's my take for now. Right. So if let's say you're already in a very stable relationship, please don't rock the boat itself. Just stay true to each other, and then don't let other things sway you over and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah. Right, I think we are like coming into 40 minutes of the stream. That's actually pretty long. So I decided to call it a day. So unless you have got anything else, yeah, I can only see there's from the number there's only like one active viewer at the moment. So yeah, if let's say there's nothing much, then probably I'll end it off because it's also getting dark. I can see myself turning red like a lobster already. So yeah, so I don't really like to do streams at night, except one exception in which I just tried out. In fact, response also not that good either. So uh, we'll see how it goes, and most likely I'll see you guys the next time I come online. So for those who are keen to follow, you can actually go join my Discord server itself. You can just leave anytime, so you don't really need to always be there. At the moment, it's actually very messy. I have to confess. Like as in the other previous live stream, yeah, I did mention that it's actually in a mess because its purpose is for something else. Earlier, I just want to just use the voice channel function, and then that's how I just get this yeah, the voice as well as the text channel for the topic itself to be there. Otherwise, the other things are actually quite non-relevant at the moment. Yeah, and there's also I think not many people inside, so yeah, just leave it as it is. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all, I suppose. I'm actually reaching East Coast Park already, so I think that's pretty good. So I'll see you guys the next time I come online. In the meantime, please take care, and yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Hey, bye.